Hello students and parents, my name is DJ West with McGraw-Hill Education, and I'd like to just walk you through the access for digital resources with Illustrative Mathematics from McGraw-Hill. We know during this time you may be using some of these tools that you haven't used in the past, and we just want to make sure you're comfortable with them. So you would go to my.mheducation.com, that's where I'm at right here at the top, and you would do one of two things. You would either put in your username or password, or some of you are in schools where we have a link directly in your login for your school that you click on and you go to your McGraw-Hill resources. So either way, it would take you to the same place. If you have a link through the school, we call that single sign-on, then you would not go to this page and fill it out. You just go to your school login. If you have to go to mheducation.com, this is what it would look like. I'm going to click login. And your class page would come up, or your programs. We're looking at an illustrative math. I just happen to have another one up here. It would look like this for you if you had that. You click launch on the one you want to go to. So we're going to go into illustrative mathematics. We're looking at 6th grade, but this is the same for 7th grade, 8th grade, all the way through the high school courses. Now this is your dashboard. On your dashboard you have a few things going on. Number one, right over here you can navigate to the course. You can go to my assignments, you can move around. I could look if I have any tools and click into that. I notice I have 2 assignments, but I can also look on my dashboard here, and you're going to notice here's where I can browse my course. If I scroll down a little bit, I've got 2 assignments and I've got something on my calendar. Now often teacher puts it on the calendar just because it's a quick link to that activity. So if I click on that, it'll take me there. I also have my 2 assignments showing up that if I click into either one of those assignments, I can go ahead and work on it. Now we'll come back to that and highlight that for you in a minute. The first thing I want to do is show you how to browse a course. So here, your course is broken down into 3 levels: program resources, units, and lessons. So if I go to program resources and I scroll down, I have my e-toolkit right here. So it includes a protractor, calculator, a bunch of different things that you can use if you're trying to solve a problem. All I want you to know, it's there under program resources. If I click again, I'm going to go into unit 2. At my unit level, if I click over my learning resources, here's my student book for this unit, and that's where it will take me to the unit page. It's also typically going to be in the lesson. And then that's where we're going to go next. Most of what you would be doing would be at the lesson level. So I'm going to click into lesson 4 on color mixtures. Now just a couple things on the page 1. If you want to navigate back somewhere else, just go right here to the course navigation menu. There is a presentation that goes along with this lesson. I can launch it from right here. And then down below are the different learning resources that I have. Here's my student ebook. So if I click it open, it's actually going to open my ebook up, and then right here I can either go full screen or open in a new window. I'm going to go full screen, and then we can look at the different pages that are here. So that starts out with my learning goal. If I go to the next page, it's my warm-up, and it's just a way to do some mental math. If I go to the next page, it's going to take me into my first activity. Okay. Now the nice thing about the ebook, it just flows page by page right through the lesson. And then if I want to get out of that, I just close it. Most of your lessons will have the ebook added because your teachers put it there. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Some of the lesson resources. These are all parts of the lesson. You're going to notice this one has been assigned out. That's what the red bar means. This one's been put on your calendar, so you can go into either one of those. The teacher put those resources here, and if I scroll down and look at teacher added resources, the teacher also added a video for me that I could go in and watch that video on Introduction to Ratio. So it's kind of like a mini lesson from Khan Academy. Now the other way I can look at those resources is to go in and launch the presentation. And so guys, when you go into the presentation, you're going to see down at the bottom, I've got 8 resources in this presentation. If I want to see what they are, I can click on Open Tray and take a look at all of them. And if I want to go to a specific one, I can click on it and go into it. So if I wanted to see that Khan Academy video, I could click into it. I do want to warn you about one thing. Some of your teacher added resources, you'll get a little thing like this. It says, I refuse to connect. Don't get upset. If you look up the way some websites are set up, you have to open it in a new tab. So look right up here at the top, click open a new tab. There's that Khan Academy video. I can now play that. When I close that tab, I'm back in my presentation. Sometimes up top this will have more than one page, and if so, you can click through the different pages of this one resource. So that's my presentation. It's just built in with whatever the teacher has put in there for me. If I want to click on an assignment, I can actually look at this here, or I can go to my assignments. And you're going to notice I have two different assignments. I have an assessment and I have an activity. If I click on the activity, it's going to show that to me. I'm going to click it open. And I'm going to start working on this assignment. Now you notice underneath it has submit. So if I would go in here, let's see what color mixing has to do with ratios. In the left cylinder, mix 5 milliliters of blue and 15 of yellow. This is called a single batch. Now I'm going to control minus this a little bit so I can see more of it. So I want to do 5 of blue, 15 of yellow. So let's add 5 of blue, 5, 10, 15 of yellow. That's what a single batch would look like. Now I'm going to go down. Suppose I had a batch of green, but I want to make some more. Which of the following produce the same shade of green? Mix a single batch with a double batch. Yeah, I think so. If I'm not sure, I could actually go up here and try it on this side to see if the color's the same. Then it's going to have me actually type in here. I can use my drawing tools or my typing tools, my lines. I'm going to complete this activity and then I'm going to submit it. And once you submit it, the teacher can see exactly what you've done in that assignment. Now if I click out of that, I can go back and I can go back to my dashboard. And you know what? From the dashboard you can do exactly the same thing. You can click into the activity right here, and if I scroll down, it will take me to the same thing. I could go into my assessment and then I can go to my activity. Now with the assignment like this, I can go back into that. With an assessment, I can't. Once I do the assessment, I'm done. The activity, I can go in and work on it over time. And then if I go to the calendar, it's just going to take me directly to that activity. So the big things that we looked at, first of all, if you want to browse your course, it's right here. If I go into an assignment, if it's a regular assignment, I can work on it over time. If it's an assessment, I have to do it all at the same time. With an assignment, once I hit the submit button, it goes to the teacher. So you've got a variety of opportunities to be able to do that. Just remember right here, you can get to any lesson that you're going to. And then don't forget to open up the different blades to be able to see what's down there on the page from your teacher. And then you can actually launch the presentation right from here to work through the stages of the lesson.